All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Sounds good so far. Yeah, it's fine for stream audio. I don't mind. But I guess it's just like the perfectionist in me always wants my audio to be perfect like it is in my videos. Like, well, it's not necessarily perfect in my videos, but it's pretty darn good, bro. It is pretty darn good. Okay. Okay, get away from me. Go away. Okay. How do I see chat in here though? Wait, why is it private though? Hold on, I'm gonna have to change this in YouTube Studio. Oh, that's why. Okay. Public. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we have an actual chat. Am I peeking? Hold on. Let me hear myself real quick. Am I peeking? Hold on. Let me hear myself real quick. No, I'm good. Okay. All right, boys. See ya, boys. Pop out chat. Okay, pop out. Restore chat. What's up in the Chizzy chat? I'm such a cornball. I'm so sorry. Alrighty. Yeah, but a lot of me just had to get over the fact that hey, your audio is not going to be perfect live, and that's okay. But then a lot of me just didn't want to accept that. Like I was trying to find ways to get the audio from my DAW into OBS, but it's just not worth it. It's really not. All right. Let's see. I don't want to react to needgot.net. It's a Friday night. I don't want to raise my cortisol. Or a messenger of truth, for that matter.
There's a lot of dead Christians out there. They are in the ground, but they will be raised from the dead when Jesus returns. Okay, that is the hope, and that is what we are supposed to be comforting each other with. If the Bible doesn't comfort me with, oh, your dead loved ones are in heaven, then I'm not going to comfort other people with that. Okay, instead, I'm going to follow apostolic tradition. This is Paul the Apostle.
I don't want to hear this guy talk. Like, he talks about apostolic tradition, but also rejects apostolic tradition, like the papacy or a visible ecclesial authority. I gotta change how my cable is. All right, there we go. I don't know what to watch. And I feel like I'm just like not gonna get viewers, honestly. 4 views? What the heck? But it says I've only had one. Oh wait, never mind. The 4 viewers are just all me, actually. I just realized that. I was like, wait, 4 viewers? And never mind, they're just all me. It feels weird being live right now. Anyways, let's see what we can react to right now. Jay Dyer, you know what I would like to see is Jay Dyer, because probably for the existence of God, he's probably the best that I know. Him versus Alex O'Connor, which is like the atheist top dog. He's like the Trent Horn of atheists, or like, I guess the Jay Dyer of atheists. The Volt 2. That's what I'm maybe biased because it's what I use, but it's pretty goated. I enjoy using it. Saint Pope John Paul II. I need to find something to watch. No deal with Iran unless there is an unconditional surrender. Maybe it's taken out of context, but I feel like that's not trying to make peace. That's just more war. Then again, I'm not really informed on the war because I don't really care. But maybe I should also start caring because then again, it does start to affect me. Post 100 YouTube videos. She only has 31 videos. But she also is doing a lot better than me on YouTube, so you know what? She probably has way better videos than me. I feel like my videos are trash. The videos I'm proud of, I feel like I watch back and I realize, wow, that's really not that good.
Eating, he took bread and he gave thanks and he broke it, saying, "Take, eat. This is my body broken for you."
Can't do that. You can't say those words. You are not a priest. You're not a man. So in order to do a valid mass, to consecrate a host, you have to be a man. The reason being is because you have to be a priest,
funny.
validly ordained by a valid bishop with valid apostolic succession, because you're going to act in persona Christi, meaning in the person of Christ. In order to act in the person of Christ, you have to be a man, because Christ is...
That's funny. I haven't watched The Chosen, but I watched like the first episode and I just couldn't get into it. Well, also I never tried again after that, but I did watch the first episode. Oh, nothing looks entertaining right now. Should I play GeoGuessr right now? Or the alternative to GeoGuessr at least? Bro, Joe Rogan was low-key a mogger back in the day. Hold on. Hold up. Brother, I have just all like tutorials for stuff for my channel and boxing stuff. Can I get a good video to react to right now? What did Mark Wahlberg do that was so bad? Hold on. Let me ask. Okay. Wow. At age 15? Jeez, bro. He says he's changed, but and then he became a rapper. He was racist to black people and then became a rapper, which is I'm not like trying to sound like but like it's black music. It's kind of their thing. Dude, I don't want movie scenes. Oh, I love this movie. But why am I only getting movie scenes, dude? Coding. I don't bro, I do not care about coding. Yeah, that's tough right there. I'm going to get there soon. Bro, I hate to agree. I hate to agree with Ryan from needgod.net, bro. I hate it. I hate to agree with that guy. I hate it. I'm just kidding. Gosh. Yeah, I'm not going to let Ryan from needgod.net ruin my freaking Friday night. This beautiful Friday night where I live. It's been cold all week and it just randomly turned 75 today, so I was super happy about that. $17 ago? Okay.
The Justice Department last night released a new trove of documents related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, including never-before-seen files pertaining to President Trump. We're learning the FBI in 2019 interviewed a woman who accused President Trump of an attempted sexual assault. The president has denied any wrongdoing in connection with Epstein. In a statement, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said these are completely baseless accusations backed by zero credible evidence from a sadly disturbed woman who has an extensive criminal history. CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now. Scott, what more do we know about her allegations?
That there were 4 interviews involved with this accuser, but the White House is emphasizing.
See, maybe it's not the same because Trump was found guilty. But it's like also if I need to be fair to Michael Jackson, great example right there. Like I wanted to be fair with Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson, claimed that he did nothing wrong. In a sense, despite his accusations, what I'm saying is like I can't say that Trump has had too many accusations when Michael Jackson had the same thing, and Michael Jackson was proven innocent. So I don't think the number of accusations, I can't use that as like, oh, that's a gotcha. You have too many allegations. In a sense, it makes the case more suspicious.
What has been shown so far, these are unproven allegations, unfounded allegations of sex misconduct by Donald Trump. It's just a smaller part, though, of a bigger issue and a bigger story, Lindsay. The Department of Justice and the Trump administration continue to be dogged by allegations that these files have not been released properly, punctually, and fully. It's been more than 2 months since that deadline for the full release of the files. And here we are with new batches still being made public. Lindsay, there are still open-ended questions about whether...
That's the crazy thing, right? Because you don't know how many still are yet to be released. And like, I don't know how they're getting away with just not releasing them when they were supposed to a while ago. To me, that's crazy. That is crazy. And that also raises a bunch of suspicion that like, well, why aren't you guys releasing the files then? If there truly is nothing to hide, why is everything slowly being released?
The department has made mistakes. They've made errors. A senior Department of Justice official told CBS News there was a coding problem with some of these files, delaying the release. There have been other mishaps in the processing. It's one of the reasons why Attorney General Pam Bondi has been subpoenaed for a deposition with both parties in Congress later this year behind closed doors to talk about what's going on.
And how does the Justice Department explain keeping these files under wraps until now?
These files, the ones released in the last 24 hours, they say were part of an issue with a faulty coding or a faulty redaction. They say this was a mishap, a mistake, nothing deliberate, but nevertheless, and they've been accused.
It's like, I don't want to get too political, but like, I don't feel like Epstein's political. I feel like it's just like, it's like monster stuff. I don't think it's like necessarily political. I think if you're trying to get a gotcha on Trump, then that is political. But looking at the things that are going on with the Epstein files isn't necessarily, what do you call it? Isn't necessarily political. So that's kind of why I'm watching it as well. Also, great news today. I'm finally able to walk, so that's awesome. Also, I clearly severely underestimated how many people you need in your chat to have like, or how many people you need subscribed to you or to watch your videos to have like a few people in your chat, because I have like my YouTube channel has grown a decent bit. Like I've gained like 20 subscribers in like the last 2 weeks, and I have like 45 right now. So I was like, okay, well, I probably get like 2 or 3 people to talk with at least during a stream. No, I was definitely wrong about that. I was wrong. It's funny. Okay. I recreated Austin, Texas by myself. You know what I want to see is like Gotham City. That would be tough. That would be really tough.
The moment I realized Islam was the true religion was in a debate with Sheikh Uthman. Actually, like he was the big reason. There was a debate panel with Sheikh Uthman, and the way he was able to debunk the logic of the Trinity, because the Trinity never made sense to me. As a Catholic growing up, and maybe to you as a Christian growing up, I was never able to understand, because they say that the Father, Son, Holy Spirit are equal. When I was growing, I never prayed to the Holy Spirit. There's never a time
I mean, that just because you don't doesn't mean other people. Just because you didn't doesn't mean other people don't as well. And the Trinity isn't it makes sense, but it's not something you're supposed to be able to wrap your head around completely, because it's God. God is above us in so many ways. Like what we know about the Trinity right now that is so hard for us to comprehend in our heads, it's like times a million of like what it actually is.
I got on my knees and then prayed, "Oh, Holy Spirit, save me." That never happened. But if the Holy Spirit is equivalent to Jesus and God, because even then when you say this, you're like, the Holy Spirit, it's not the same. You know, it's not.
Bro, it's just a straw. Bro, Sneeko needs to like get away from like debate philosophy, bro, and stick to vlogs, dog. He needs to. Ever since he went all red pill Muslim, bro, it's, hold on, I need to check out the hold on. Sneeko. You fell off clip.
I'm a hacker. Very cool.
Bro, this is the funniest clip ever, dog.
Come on, what do you do? Street interviews?
Yes, sometimes.
Who's behind the mask?
I'm anonymous.
Have I seen you before?
Do you watch street interviews?
Yeah, some of them.
Do you know Sneeko?
No way, Sneeko. Seriously?
And now I'm not anonymous.
Oh, dude, you fucking fell off. You probably
What are you talking about?
You made good videos back in the day.
Wait, what do you mean? How
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But he's right, bro. Like he actually used to make good content, and then he tried to get all red pill, bro. I'm not caught up with all the Sneeko lore because I don't really care. Who is this? Oh my gosh, bro, Sneeko. And this is 3 years ago when people started realizing that, bro, Sneeko fell off, dog. Sneeko ate pork. See, bro, like, I don't understand. Well, I guess I do. But to me, like, the videos I've seen that are funny is, like, Muslims. I'm not saying this is all Muslims. I'm not an Islamophobe. Well, I am, but I'm also not. Like, I'm an Islamophobe in the sense that I don't believe in Islam. I reject Islam, and I think Islam is false. And I think that it's dangerous, but I don't hate people who are Muslim. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's like the videos you see, like Muslims when it comes to drinking, alcohol, cussing, smoking, all that. But when it comes to eating pork, that's the thing. That's the one. That's where they draw the line.
Hey guys, I just got a brand new microphone. It's something called a Newman W87 or something. It cost a lot of money, but I was told it's supposed to sound great. I got it set up, I listened to a test recording. I think it's sounding awesome, but I would love to hear from you. What do you think? Is this a good sound? I think I'm going to finally start booking some of those gigs that I've been going out for, so wish me luck. Hey guys, I just got a brand new microphone. It's something called a Neumann W87 or something. It cost a lot of money, but I was told it's supposed to sound great. I got it set up, I listened to a test recording. I think it's sounding awesome.
The deceptive tactics of Protestant apologetics. I'll probably watch that later. I don't know if I want to get too deep into theology tonight. I'm like tired. Train like Jonathan Rumi. Yo, holy sleeper bill, dog. To be fair, Jesus was probably built like that, bro. To hold up that cross and go that far while being half dead, probably got to be a little jacked. Jesus is my goat. Well, he is the goat. Oh. Brother. Bro, I'm literally just about to look up funny videos. Sam Shamoon is so funny, but that doesn't mean like you guys should follow everything that he says. Dude, I've seen this video. Can we just get... He like never finished it.
Say again, I didn't hear you. I said real photographers.
Like he dragged it for like 2 weeks. He dragged it for like 2 weeks on TikTok. I never watched the... He never like finished it. He's probably gonna drop one.
Use film. Take it from me. Yeah. OG out here. Real photographers use film. I want to ask you something. Okay. Tell me one major gallery accepting digital prints. Tell me one. You don't like digital?
I know nothing about cameras. All I know about cameras is how to set up this camera that's looking at me right now.
Tell me one. No, I'm asking you a question. You claim to be a photographer. Tell me one major art gallery where people auction and bid stuff on.
That guy was basically saying that shooting digital makes you not a photographer, which is nonsense. It's the photographer that makes the images, not the camera. The next day I came back here, found him again.
It's not a joke.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, man, you remember me?
Yeah, I remember you.
I think we got off on the wrong foot the other day.
Let me explain myself.
Okay.
Digital has its uses.
Yeah.
If you're doing fashion, you're doing commercial.
See, but I like guys like that. Like, they're kind of rude about what they're talking about, but like, hey, they're passionate about something in a way that not many people are passionate about things. That's how I feel about Catholicism, right? And people, to me, like, people, I guess some people would look at me as an extremist when I feel like, me personally, I feel so unextreme at times because I try not to make people upset, you know?
Of course you would go digital. Come on, you're trying to worry about your profit margin, you're trying to make money. If you're choosing to do fine art, then you use film. We're doing this to make money, are you? Or are you doing this for fun?
I'm doing it to make art.
Okay. No disrespect, brother, take it from me.
Yeah,
OG out here. I beg of you, use film. I got no hate for you, bro. You're doing digital, I got no hate for you.
What's her name?
My name is Bernie. All I'm saying is stick with film.
I finally got to hear him out. Maybe I was wrong the other day. I don't know. It seemed like in the moment you was coming at me.
I said real photographers use film.
Maybe it wasn't. One of my followers sent me footage.
But isn't that so crazy, like the way people meet? And like, bro, like people will meet like this, like in the way that like such a little interaction or such an awkward interaction creates like such an intricate relationship like that. You end up meeting someone so crazy. And is that Shia LaBeouf? I don't know. That dude's crazy, bro.
Of OG when he's a kid walking the streets of New York, and I'm gonna show it to
I actually do need to watch an interview. I'll watch it after this, probably.
him and see if it's really him. OG,
What's up, man?
what's up, man?
Good.
Am I interrupting?
Hey, you can talk to him.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
So I want to ask you something.
Well, let me ask you something real quick.
What do you look for when you take pictures?
I look for people that are different.
Different, huh?
Yeah, they gotta be different, man.
Is it really you?
Bro, that would be tough, honestly. Like going around New York and just like finding picture, to make art, That actually does seem pretty cool. Especially living in New York, that'd be awesome. But also, I don't know, like to me, like from what you see in the movies and how New York is portrayed, like living in New York sounds awesome in theory. But then I feel like actually living in New York is a completely different story.
Yep, that's me.
Yo, how old are you in this video?
Oh man, I'm 18 years old.
18?
1999 or something. I was out filming and I just happened to come over this bro and he was just amazing.
And oh yeah, my girlfriend, that's her around my neck.
That's me, man. I wear a nose ring. When I go out and photograph, I try to look like the neighborhood, if you will.
Yeah.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So you want to blend in.
Right, so they don't see you as an outsider?
Yeah.
You just want to be a fly on the wall.
I had no idea.
And you want to document. Just catch it for what it is. And that's all you need to do. Go to photography school. If you can't afford it, I will teach you for free. You can't afford film, I will give you my film. I've hoarded a lot of gear. I've been hoarding gear since 2000.
Okay, I know it's stupid, but this is like genuinely kind of how I feel about microphones. You can ask my girlfriend, dog. Like, when it comes to me and the microphones, it's stupid. Like, I'll look on Facebook Marketplace looking for microphones. I have this discontinued. I mean, should I go and get it? Oh, I have no one watching. Gosh, it's so stupid. But I have a discontinued AKG Perception 200. Discontinued microphone. Beautiful microphone, though. Beautiful for vocals. I personally don't use it for podcasts because, like, this is, like, aesthetic. But still a great microphone. I used it for the longest time. It honestly might even be better than this one. Probably is better than this one. For podcasting specifically, like, I guess this one would be better. But if you're just streaming one person, like I am right now, it's honestly probably better. But this one's pretty, this one has the aesthetic that I'm going for, I guess. But genuinely is how I feel about microphones. And, like, gear, plugins, like, hold on. I've always dreamed of someone just asking me, like, bro, like, what's your, like, what plugins do you use? How is your audio sound so good? Like, I would love that, bro. Ooh. I'll show you guys when I run. All right. Hey. Like, this is literally what I use right here. I use the 1176 compressor. I use this top one right here. I think they're all the same one, actually. But it's a limiting compressor. So it'll make sure, like, if I get loud, it'll bring it down. It'll just keep it at a... And then even that out to make sure, to bring it up and even it out. And they're, like, kind of like... It's kind of like... The way I like to think about it is, like, this is the 1176 is the LA2A. And it's like a ball bouncing and hitting the top and bottom, hitting the top and bottom. That's how the sound is. So it's staying in that area. I probably sound so stupid right now. This is also what I use. The Pultec. Bro, this is good. Gives me a presence boost and some warmth, some vintage warmth too. Where's my LA2A? There we go. This is the leveler right here. And these are all $50 plugins, which I got them all for free with my Volt 2 interface. And then I know I learned how to, like, I learned all this about myself, bro. I'm the GOAT, honestly. What I do want, I want to get an SM7B. So it's like the one I have right now, but it's like, it's older brother. Or an SM7DB. I don't know. I also don't want to pay like almost $600. So I would get like a used one of these. And then I would get the 2 preamp. Oh, it's free. Oh, for a limited time. Whatever. Anyways, what this does is it's like kind of, it's like mimicking an actual preamp. It's not the same, but my Volt has a clean enough gain to where it doesn't matter, and then this would just give that effect of like a preamp and give that warmth. So I would get that and then do that and then run it through that. I'm gonna look at free. I don't see nothing free over here. Yeah, but I mean, I genuinely love audio for some reason. It's stupid, but I don't care. Let's look at these plugin bundles. Analog Classics. See, I have these. Like, I have these 3. I don't have these over here, but I don't need them. I have these 3, and it's a $299, bro. And these are all like for like for spoken word, bro. I have the ultimate plugin set up, and pretty darn good interface and other stuff like that. And the microphone itself is good as well.
99.
Dude,
All I'm saying,
I just went on like a freaking rant. That was so unnecessary, but yeah, that's.
I will help you. I will help you. I will help you for free, bro. I will help you for free, okay? Because I'm telling you, just try it out. Your work is worth more.
And there's something like, but like, bro, that's what I want to go to college for. I want to study theology. I want to become a professor or a teacher, bro. Teachers don't make that much money, but I'm okay with that because I love it. I want to teach it, bro. I don't get that many viewers on my YouTube channel, but I don't even care, bro. I just love talking about it. I love connecting with other people who love God just as much as I do. But yeah, so like you see this guy, he'll like teach this guy for free.
I've decided to take OG up on his offer to learn the art of film photography.
I will teach you for free. I will show you.
The only problem is that I don't have a film camera, so I put out the call. And people responded. Shout out to Edgar. Here you go. Why have you decided to lend your camera to me, a stranger?
Because the person who gave me this camera, I wasn't a stranger for that guy at the beginning, and then we became friends.
It's time to get you a film camera. Come on, let's go.
Hey, look, I got one. Check it out.
Okay, so you're getting 2 film cameras today. I almost bought you a 3rd camera. This one right here is the most important man at B&H.
How you doing, Eric?
Bro, it's, like, I feel like my camera doesn't look as good as it should. I think it's my capture card. I need this guy. I need a good. I think I need a new lens or just a better lens. Whatever.
Camera.
I seen you online. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, you know you don't gotta buy me a camera, right?
Bro, I'll buy you one. Bro, it's Christmas. Besides, you gotta have your own gear.
Hey, thank you. You know, we started off as strangers a few days ago.
Real photographers.
That's crazy. He must be like a top dog to be able to buy a camera for anyone. Like, how much do film cameras cost? Dude, this dude made on. Oh, I just realized it, bro. This dude made merch off of it. On, okay. Film camera. I mean, they're still expensive though. You know what I mean? I don't know if these are like good ones. I have no idea. Would a DSLR count as a film camera? I don't know. I'm low-key just talking.
Use film. Well, now I feel like you want to help me. Why is that?
Other people helped me out. I had a lot of people help me out. They gave me gear, they gave me tips. A lot of photographers, they helped me out, so I'm helping you.
Well, I might need some tips, man. I'm not really a film photographer. I'm a photographer, though.
You're a photographer, you just need to try out. So film's gonna slow you down. So when it slows you down, it makes you see things differently.
Oh, most definitely, man. Most definitely. But that's when it gets fun.
Yeah. I feel like also I've been able to look at like film or not film. Well, I guess film as well, like movies, but you know, photography as art. You know, when you think of art, you think of paintings, drawings, but also photos can be awesome art. I took one really good photo on the Chicago what's the river that goes through Chicago? River in Chicago. Yeah, like I took like literally like right here at nighttime with a boat going through. Bro, it's a tough photo. Let me see if I can actually find it. I'll like email it to myself. It was one of the first pictures that I took on my phone. I'm so proud. Like I've always been so proud of that one. I took some okay ones in LA, but then I'm like, bro, I could have taken way better photos in LA when I went. Bruv, did I delete it? Bro, no way I deleted it. No shot. Oh, I found it. I was genuinely so proud of that one right there. I'll show it to you guys. I just sent it to myself. All right. Hey, I just sent it to myself. Where is it at? Where is it? I just sent it from Gmail. Yeah. There we go. I think I sent it to myself. I hope so. I hope so. I guess, dog. There we go. Dude, like I remember when I took this, bro. I was so proud of that. That's such a tough photo. There's an iPhone 11. I just wish this wasn't blurry right here. But other than that, bro, that's a good photo. That's a solid photo. Right there. That's definitely a solid photo.
I think this is technically day 1 of my training with OG, and we're out here on the streets of New York City. Bernie.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Hey.
Find another photographer.
I saw you actually shooting out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was in a
You
comedy
had
show.
something to eat?
Yeah, just a little coffee.
I got you some film. Let's hang out the same wall space. Yeah, of course.
So you're a photographer too?
I'm just learning. I've been shooting for like a year or 2. So
Okay.
I'm just very new. And
Well, you got the right guy to learn from. Just call him. What's up, man? What's up?
We got another photographer.
Bro, they got a whole photographer community. That's tough.
Did you just call him OG?
Yeah, I did. I come from Dubai. You still stand by the fact that digital is...
I just prefer film. It's whatever works best.
Yeah, he dissed on digital heavy, and then he came. My ankle! I hit it. But then he turned back on it. That's funny.
Bro, everybody's seen these videos. Bernie, there was a guy who messaged me on Instagram, and he said he grew up with you. He told me to ask you what happened to your leg.
Motorcycle accident.
You crashed?
No, I lost it.
Your leg?
Yeah. I used to model artificial limbs.
Bruh.
I got one leg, so I can't just run off. If I had a Leica around my neck and I had a good pair of Nike shoes, then, you know, I'd be able to...
I'd say he walks pretty good for a guy with a prosthetic leg. But then again, I've never ever seen anyone walk with a prosthetic leg that I can think of off the top of my head.
run off and stuff. This forces me.
If I had a Leica, I'd be sneaking around taking shots, but with this, I can't hide.
This is not stealthy photography. I have to interact with my subject.
Look at this guy. Let's see how he's doing. Hey, Blood. You had breakfast yet? You got socks? You got...
got very socks this morning, actually, yeah.
Yeah, for Christmas? You got one?
You gotta get to know your subject.
It's one thing to...
Seems like a very charitable guy. I love that.
It's a
Love that
different
part.
thing to say,
He would love Jesus.
oh, I used to be homeless, therefore I have a different perspective on it. You understand? Yeah. And that's what I do. You don't mind if I photograph you, do you?
What does that tell you?
Well, what I'm doing right now is using this to get the light meter reading and manually set my camera. I don't just take a photograph and give back copies. You gotta give something. You gotta give something back. It gives you a shot that you can use in your book. You gotta buy him a sleeping bag or a tent or a brand new pair of Doc Marten boots, cherry blood or ox blood or black. You gotta do something.
By the way, I saw your images recently, and they're amazing, man. You take some great shots.
Thank you. I saw your work too. I like your work too.
I saw specifically there's the one of the guy in the abandoned building with the wooden sword.
Yeah, his name was Legend. And let's just say that he kept things in line. He loved to fight. He just loved to fight. And he would arrange these MMA fights with other guys just for the sake of fighting. When I knew him, he lived in an abandoned building called the Batcave. Like what used to be a squat. It's no longer a squat. There are about 30 homeless kids living
See, I
in
bet it
there.
looks so good, but I have like this old Dell monitor, so it looks like absolute garbage.
It was like a community. They had everything.
Wow.
They even had a jail in the basement. If anybody got acted up, they would throw you into a room, and you couldn't leave that room for a certain period of time.
What?
You know?
That's crazy.
And there were rules.
And he was running that place?
He didn't run the place. He just kept sure nobody ran, got out of line. I go places most photographers, they can't go because people are not gonna give them access. People trust me. And for that, certain pictures I can't print. You understand? Because I gotta protect the people I photograph. You're using film too, man.
I saw you. Hey.
You wanna hang? Let's hang, man. What's your name?
Brother picking up the whole squad, bro.
So how did you find us? You
Bro,
just
this
saw us
video
down
is
the street or
awesome.
what?
Well, yeah, all my stuff that I
Love this video.
right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I just got off the train. I'm going to East Village. I was like, I know. And then I saw you with the camera. I was like, dude, wait, what? I gotta go say what's up. But you guys had to just.
Yeah, just walking, man, on a photo walk.
Doesn't matter where. I just photograph like crazy, man. All different places, man. How you doing?
Seeing those videos of you when you're younger, it's just so crazy to see. You seem like you have like a punk vibe going on.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Everybody evolves. Life is about change. You could have a film that you really love, and next thing you know,
Dude, the OGs have wisdom, dog. Like, I wish I could spew out wisdom, but I'm just 17, so I don't know much of nothing.
you find something that's even better. So always try to prove yourself and what you like wrong by switching to something else, just to prove it to yourself. Jess, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just chilling.
Soaking up game back there.
Yeah. I think Melvar. So much aura.
I wonder if the tattoo shop is open today.
You said so much aura. Bernie, you do have aura, man. You had aura even when you were a kid.
I mean, I'm just a regular dude.
I get the best shots in the world.
Yeah. Now look. Yo! See, the negative is 13 times bigger than 35 millimeter. Because it's not.
What's the photo? I want to see the photo, bro. Stop teasing me.
When I was 14 years old, I started on a Minolta Freedom 1. Then in my 20s, I started working on an ambulance.
I learned that what I was doing for a living, it really wasn't what I really wanted to do. It was an ego job. You know how it is. Save people's lives, feel like king shit. But in reality, just an ego job, man. I found out my true calling was photography. The best thing that ever happened to me. Who would figure?
What was the moment you realized that photography was your calling?
The moment I realized it, when I had a camera, I had just started photography and taking classes, and I photographed a guy that they call the Colonel. The old man looked like Colonel Sanders. But when I went to photograph the guy said he didn't want to be photographed. So I asked him why. He said, I just don't want to. So I told him, listen, how people are supposed to remember you when you're dead. So he says, all right, take my photograph. So I took his photograph. A month later, I see his son, and I'm like, where's the Colonel? And he's like, the Colonel's dead. I'm like, come on, don't play around like that, man. Where's the Colonel? He said, no, he really died. My father's dead. And I'm like, well, here's his picture. And he was like, you managed to take a picture of my father? Nobody has ever taken a picture of my father before. And I was the one photograph they remembered of the Colonel. Showed me the power of a photograph. The death of your film photography is when you get in a relationship.
Oh, no.
I'm just being real with you, man. This is expensive. Some photographers ask permission. Sometimes you can't ask permission.
That's why I love my girlfriend. She doesn't take away from my podcast. She encourages it, even though she doesn't always watch my videos.
Like the shot where you have the two guys in the club. I didn't ask permission for that. I just shot it in the dark. Turned out to be a great shot. So let's just say I'm happy. Sometimes, believe it or not, you get lucky.
I agree. There's some moments that if you interrupt it by accident, you just miss the shot completely.
Of course. Catch that decisive moment.
That's a gem right there. Yeah. How do you determine which moments are which?
You get to look at people and follow people. One of the things to do is just sit and watch. Just watch people. You'll know who to approach.
Most photographers start out as people watchers, huh? Observers of the world.
Yeah. And then they get to the next stage. They want to start documenting. And that's where photography comes in.
You know what I think would be the perfect ending to the story?
What? Sure.
Me and you in a gallery surrounded by our work.
Oh, man. One day.
We gotta make that happen.
Yeah. One day.
Oh, it's over, man. Come on, bruh. Turn off. I don't want to do all that. Oh, it is Shia LaBeouf.
I think God doesn't exist.
I'm happy he's become Catholic, but dude, he's always crashing out, dog.
What?
The interview.
Channel 5 News, what's up?
We made it.
Yeah, we made it.
Dang
Live from uptown New Orleans.
Liar. You're right here. What's up with this, bro? It's public, yeah.
Did it.
Less than 1 week after Mardi Gras, right?
We did it.
Oh, exactly 1 week since Fat Tuesday.
Bro, the fact that you're still talking, didn't you have a voice problem earlier?
Yeah, I had a voice problem.
What was the voice problem?
I've just been touring a lot and just like yelling.
What's touring?
Just like going to different cities and screening documentaries. But when I get on stage, I yell the name of the city. So I'll be like, Orlando.
You should, yeah.
So gradually it's faded. But I haven't yelled New Orleans yet. Maybe I could try when we wrap the interview.
All right, don't do it right now. We got to talk.
Okay. Let me know where we're going.
I like this setup, bro. It's so solid, bro. It's holistic.
Well, bro, thank you for making the time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Easy.
I think a lot of people probably saw some of the Mardi Gras media coverage.
No, I understand.
Heard about the arrest and stuff.
God bless them.
Likely want to know how you're doing.
Bro, I've been having the time of my life. You know, I got
Bro, what happened to this dude's face, though?
some contrition on my heart, you know what I mean? It's not nice to hurt people, ever. It's fucking lame. People got hurt, I gotta deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that in full. I'll eat it all. It's on me. It's not on them. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you take responsibility for
1000%. We're not gonna play games.
Yeah.
But I had a great time.
Definitely. Just like partying at Mardi Gras.
Nah,
General.
more than that. Something further than that. Something like sacred, bro. Something like joy is sacred, bro. And we're in. I don't know. I keep talking like weird, like because we're camered up. So I'm thinking I gotta talk for a big audience. I'm gonna talk for me. Let's start over. Click.
Bro, this guy confuses me so much.
Start the whole interview over. Start the interview over, bro.
All right, we're here. Shia LaBeouf live, New Orleans, 1 week after Fat Tuesday. How are you doing 1 through 10?
Blessed.
Okay, so that's a 10.
It's a 10. Yeah, bro, I feel good. I mean, you know what I mean? I got shit I got to answer for, but overall I feel good. I came out here heartbroken. I speak to you now as a man who's filling my heart up.
How long have you been in New Orleans for?
14 days, 12 days.
So did you come down like for Mardi Gras or you came down like as a planned move?
No, so the fires happened in Pasadena. My dad was in Vietnam. He's got Agent Orange. His whole shit, he can't breathe. So he had to get out of Los Angeles. So when the fires happened, we all evacuated. My pops was like, I'm never going back. Set it up over here. We got family in Appaloosa and Abbeville, Covington, Mandeville. Like LaBeoufs are a name out here. Like they matter out here. You know, there's like LaBeouf parks and LaBeouf cemeteries. There was 3 brothers that really mattered out here. Early days, and I kind of never paid attention to it. I had a grandmother who was a lesbian, so she ran off.
Like what? What does that have to do with anything?
With Ginsberg as a beard in the 50s.
Ginsberg, like the beat poet from the Bay.
Yeah. And there was a whole beat thing going on, and she dipped off with them, and then she found herself on some gambling casino. It's a long story. Her name was Jacqueline Joy Ginger LaBeouf. She was a friend of Allen Ginsberg. So her family was deeply Catholic out here, and they didn't fuck with her being gay. So she had to move out there and change the spelling of her name. So LaBeouf out here is L-E-B-O-E-U-F, and my name is L-A-B-E-O-U-F, and that's because of her. She basically said, fuck you to the family out here, moved to Los Angeles, Venice, with Ginsberg. They had a beatnik poet fucking house down there in Santa Monica, and that's where my dad was conceived and born and all that. So the LaBeoufs, the L-A-B-E-O-U-Fs, the weird spelling, we all grew up in L.A. Like, I have a half-sister named Michelle. She lives in Utah, and she's married to a Honduran man, Dennis, good man. They got 2 beautiful kids who are going to be incredible. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So it's my,
Dude, he seems like an easy yet hard guy to talk to. Just like he's all over the place, but very transparent from what I can see.
2 different families. You got the LaBeoufs for real, the Cajuns for real out here that I'm trying to get to know little by little. I haven't looked at you in a long time. Sorry, bro.
It's okay, bro. You're deep in thought.
Yeah. That's no good, though, huh? I need to look at you more. So let's start there. So what did you ask me even?
I mean, most importantly, like, how did you get down to New Orleans in the first place? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like
He seems like an intense guy. Like you don't want to, like, he's one of those guys, like, you kind of tense around because you don't want to set him off because, like, but they're, like, really nice in a super, like, extreme way that makes you feel, like, a little tense.
a permanent move that you're planning?
Family on both sides. So, you know what I mean? Heartbreak. Shit didn't work out. I had a dream that I was trying to build in Pasadena. It didn't work out, you know, because of me. And then, so I moved out here and started trying to build something new out here, like a landing pod. It's like an outpost. You're in an outpost right now. This isn't a house yet. It's an outpost. You know what I mean? It's like a, you know what I mean?
You said heartbreak?
Oh my God, yeah. But you know what I mean? But you got to deal with that, and God puts that on your heart for a reason. And I feel like it's not new heartbreak. You know, it's heartbreak is, I don't want to talk too much about it. It's not my story alone to tell, but my side is, you know, I failed my marriage. And so I had to own up to that. So that's why I had to move out here. So I moved out here and started trying to rebuild, was having a good time, and then, you know, hit a roadblock right there.
And where do you think that roadblock began?
I think that roadblock began with cloud chasing.
In what sense?
I'm a bright light G, so I come out here, I'm out here, and that's sexy. You know what I mean? So I think, but that's not we're gonna get to it. I don't want to know, but that's not to diminish on that side either. I fucked up, you know what I mean? But
you mean like cloud chasing is what led to you having an altercation? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Can you break down like what happened that led up to that fight?
I was drunk, and then I felt infringed upon. Yeah, like in terms of my proximity, but I wasn't in my right mind. and so it's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to get into the mechanics of how that happens, because so much of this story is about you being.
I get it. I'm not a person that really would get in a fight over proximity. Well, I don't know. I haven't really been in that situation. But there's people who I know would side with him no matter what. Like, no, if you get in their area, if you get in their space, like, no, they gotta, like, that's fight. Like you gotta own up to that. Like that's the other person who's like too close, and there's other people like, well, you can't put your hands on people no matter what.
A public figure and being in the limelight for so long, anytime you pop out somewhere, especially on the party tip, the first thing people are going to say is like, let me get a picture, let me take a video. What was it about these particular interactions, like at our bar specifically, that like made things escalate, you think?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea, bro. I'll be honest with you, it's probably just my fault, bro, somewhere. I don't know how. Well, I'm gonna figure it out, dog. You're catching me. This is why it's beautiful. I don't know many people be open to this. I don't have answers yet. You know what I mean? I don't have any answers yet. I'm in the middle of it. I'm on the path. You know what I mean? I don't have answers yet. And usually when people come here, they got answers. I have no answers yet. So I'm in the middle of something. Ask your question one more time.
I guess, what about this particular infringement on your privacy?
I'm a Catholic, bro. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with the. Be careful. Count me now. I'm a Catholic.
What does that have to do with like you feel like? How does that connect to that?
I don't know. The whole story's not out yet. I don't know what was going on in my head, but it don't matter. I mean, the truth is, I said words not okay to say. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. That's what I mean by being. I'm a Catholic. Is I'm not supposed to be out here. I'm wrong for what I did. Is what I'm saying.
How was the experience?
Oh, I thought he was like, oh, I don't mess with the gays. I thought that's where he was going with that.
Experience of going to jail and everything like that.
Oh, cute, like fun, like whatever, like stupid, like Mardi Gras.
What was it like at OPP?
What's OPP?
Orleans Parish Prison.
Oh
man.
shit! You got all the fucking slick ass names. I don't know, bro. I went in there. I was like, hey, let me get a coffee. They're like, shut the fuck up, man. We don't give you coffees out here. So, but they were all nice to me, bro. I got cold. They gave me a blanket. Nobody was really talking. It was crowded. It was Fat Tuesday, so it was.
Brother, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I should make a bathroom scene, actually, real quick. Okay, I'm back.
Super crowded, and then it got more crowded and more crowded and more crowded. But that was fun. And then it's pretty cute. There was one dude who popped off bad, but nothing really.
How many people were in the drunk tank on Fat Tuesday?
On Fat Tuesday, it was probably where I was. There's probably 50 of us.
I'm sure everybody recognized you though, right?
Yeah, but everybody's good, bro. Everybody's easy. You know what I mean? They know what it is, really. They know already.
Yeah.
My baggage kind of lands before I get there, kind of thing. Usually, everywhere.
You told me you shared a blanket in there though.
Yeah, we did. We shared a blanket because there's 50 of us, so there's only so many blankets. But yeah, me and this one, we shared a blanket. He was, we talked. He was a good guy, actually. He was. So usually when you get processed, you become friends with whoever you're getting processed with. Just the innate reality of meeting somebody before you meet everybody else.
That's not a good that's not a good thing to know. That means he's been processed a few times to know that, hey, you're usually friends with the guy you're processed with.
Yeah. And so the guy I got processed with became sort of a quick buddy. We didn't even talk. I don't know much about him, but just like one fisherman could see another fisherman from afar kind of thing. And we had that kind of connection. And then, black kid. Shared blanket, and we also shared meals. Like we got it quite intimate, actually.
What?
What was his name? I don't even remember.
Bro, what is he talking about?
Older cat. I don't know what his name was. William, if you're out there, go ahead.
What was the charge they ended up hitting you with?
The charge, I got 2 misdemeanor battery charges, but they might up it to something, whatever. I know they got a DA, very liberal DA, that who knows what goes on, but I know there's a guy out there who thinks it's hate charges, I'll live with whatever goes on. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, God bless them all,
Have they told you like what the penalty might be for something like that?
There's like a battery charge. I think you go do 6 months, and hate charge would be more than that. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what it is. I got to do whatever it is. I'll do whatever it is. It was no good, bro. My behavior's dirty, ugly, disgusting, so I got to eat it, Yeah.
I know that whenever we first started talking, it was kind of on like the program tip and the AA recovery world.
Yeah, that's when we met.
How long were you sober for?
I had 9 months, I think. I had done kava. You know what kava is?
Yeah, like the Polynesian version of beer, but it's not alcoholic.
Yeah, it's kava. It's like some root drink, some kava. So some kava shop opened up in Pasadena. I started drinking kava probably 9 months ago. So my sobriety ended there, 9 months. So I had 9 months, but that was 9 months ago. So I've been off for 9 months, out of it, searching in and out, putting it down, picking it up, reading books, sponsorship, all of it.
I'm more just wondering, before, in general, what was the longest sustained period of sobriety?
Probably 2 years. I was probably sober for a year before the birth of my daughter into a year of my daughter's birth, and then life became life, and then kava.
Damn.
Yeah.
So kava was the gateway to more, regular bevs?
Kava was an acceptance of, I had heard people talk about California sobriety and stuff like this, and it started floating around the rooms and shit like that. No, I'm not going to say his name, but some people that I know, and I was doing camping trips and stuff. Dudes were talking about ayahuasca, spiritual journeys and shit like that. And we're talking about deep, how to get to God and stuff like that.
This is so off topic, but I want a new microphone stand. Boom arm. I don't want one of these. I've had these ones. I don't like them. Probably like this one. But it's so expensive. And I don't want a low profile one. I want a boom arm. I like boom arms. I like the, no. You see, these ones right here are trash. Actually, this one is probably not trash. This one's actually probably pretty solid. It's these ones are trash. These ones don't hold up much anything. If you have a heavy microphone, it's not gonna hold it up. This one, the ones that look like these are good. But obviously they're freaking extremely expensive. This one shouldn't be too bad. But I need to start working again. I'm going to work in 2 weeks, and I'm going to get it paid. It's going to be nice. I'm going to be able to get me a microphone stand. This one's not too bad, but I just like having a boom arm better. because this one gets in my way because it's mounted to the ground, so it gets in my way.
Joe Rogan, you just get flooded with a whole bunch of info, and as a sober man then, it was like, I remember being on a road trip with a kid, we wound up in Barstow or something like that. Went to an AA meeting, and one of the guys that was in the meeting was, I shouldn't have said it again. Hey, bear with me, bro, you know what I mean? I'm not on the wagon at all.
What did he say?
And so everybody
I don't know
who
what he's
fucks
talking
with that, I don't claim it. I don't want to hurt what you got going on, I know there's people that depended on me and people that look to me to be some kind of sobriety, stability, and like some pillar of this shit. I'm just a man. I'm trying to find it. And Elior. Hold on.
You get me?
So let's get no. It's not like that. So the shit that hurts in terms of me feeling free here now, in terms of my sobriety, is the guys that were under me.
Like what? Bro, this guy's so confusing.
That I was sponsoring, that depended on me, and their lives were in precarious spots that I was sponsoring, that I'm going to deal with, you know what I mean? That shit hurts the worst, you know what I mean? If you ever been in this thing, you know what sponsorship is, and it's a big responsibility, and there's a lot to deal with, bro. A lot to deal with. I'm going to be honest with you, man, and this is crazy stuff to say out loud, I guess, but I need to say it out loud, bro, I grew up in these rooms, So I've probably run a program since I'm 18 or something like that. Yeah. In and out. Longest I ever had probably is 2-year clip, but it wasn't the best part of my life. And this is what I'm dealing with out here, is like, I don't really know how to get to joy and run program, like as rigid as they run it. And the deeper, and this is not excuses, but the deeper in the program you get, you wind up in Catholicism,
So you feel like the restrictive nature of traditional recovery often leads you into a religious box?
No, I feel like the restrictive nature of recovery leads you into unhappiness.
Because
it's rigid.
And you feel like you're missing out on something.
And there's a mysticism, there's a mystery that's inherent to health.
Because you feel like the rigid nature of it makes you feel like you're depriving yourself of something.
Yeah.
And that would be the breadth of human experience.
Yeah.
Which is joy.
Which is not just joy. I know program dudes that experience the joy I'm talking about. I remember how it first came in. There's a different kind of joy I'm talking about. I'm talking about a different kind of unhinged, maniacal joy. I'm not talking about giggles or I'm talking about freedom. I'm talking about complete, something like a existential, something further than just like giggle, like the normie joy.
Like flying on the highway.
Like what? Yeah.
On a motorcycle.
No, further.
Okay.
Further than that. I'm further than that.
What?
Is what Mardi Gras is.
So it's like a chaos therapy?
No, it's
What is Mardi Gras? So I know what he's talking about, because I didn't go to AA, so. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Can I read something to you?
Yeah.
You fuck with G.K. Chesterton?
I don't know who he is, but I sound like I fuck with him.
So G.K. Chesterton, this is big OG stuff, yeah? He's a real bandito in this thing. Go do whatever you want. In terms of this Christian shit, he's real bandito, this guy Chesterton. Let me read this to you, yeah? And it speaks to me. Mysticism keeps men sane. I'm not trying to be dramatic, yeah? I heard some motherfucker say I was performative today, It bothered me.
Doesn't seem like it to me, man.
All right, here we go. Mysticism.
Dude, if you're any bit of different, they'll call you performative. I don't know if he's performative. You know who's performative? Kai Cenat. Have you guys seen those videos? Kai Cenat being performative. It's hilarious. That's performative.
Keeps men sane. As long as you have mystery, you have health. When you destroy mystery, you create morbidity. The ordinary man has always been sane because the ordinary man has always been a mystic. He has permitted the twilight. He has always had one foot in earth and the other in fairyland. And I feel like that guy. Like, I feel like I want to encourage the luminosity, bro. I'm out here to fucking get it. It's Mardi Gras.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is not an advertisement, by the way, but did you hear that about a year ago, we bought back our old show, All Gas, No Brakes? Remember, from 2019 to 2020?
Okay.
Our first show. We bought it back, as well as
I'm so sorry, guys.
the entire catalog of unreleased All Gas, No Brakes episodes.
If you're my friend and you come visit me in the RV, do not take a shit.
Oh, fuck! Just talk!
Yeah, it's too much cussing for me. Let's watch this
Shia
one.
LaBeouf, though,
Michael Knowles.
He's led a colorful life. He converted. He had a religious conversion some years ago and converted to Catholicism. He was very taken with the traditional Latin Mass. And then recently, around Mardi Gras, he apparently went on a little bit of a bender in New Orleans. I think he was in jail. He had to go sleep it off or something. And then he just out of the blue gave this interview.
What would you say to Jesus if you could meet him?
I wouldn't say
Really?
Nah. But I'll kiss him. Gotta kiss him. I just kiss his feet. No one say nothing. Chill out with these questions, Andrew.
My bad. I
didn't
make you
I'm
emotional,
a real
brother.
Catholic, bro. A real one.
I just thought you had thought about it.
I'm a real one, bro.
He's a real one.
I
He's
wanna
a real
believe.
one.
It's something.
Well, hey, bro, you gotta hit your head into the wall hard enough where you just go, it. It's the only way, dog.
That's how you find God?
Yep, for me. For the hard-headed ones, yeah, you gotta go hard.
What do you think was the real-life equivalent of you smashing your head on the wall?
Yeah, that makes sense. For me, I'm hard-headed. I'm not Shia LaBeouf hard-headed. But, you know, I had to go through my own stuff to realize I need God, and I'm not sufficient. You know, I'm sufficient to... Like, in a sense, I'm sufficient because God loves me. That's what makes me sufficient, but I'm not sufficient to God. I'm nothing compared to God. I'm nothing. I'm not worthy of his love. But him, he makes me sufficient, if that makes any sense. And it took me to go through stuff to realize that.
I put a gun in my mouth. I was ready to kill myself, blow my brains out, writing letters. One of the dark days. For real gone, ready to go.
Why did you do it?
Why didn't I do it? Because I'm and also my mom. So God bless her. She kept me alive that night.
This interview is magnificent. I'm not sure if it was ethical to interview him in this way because he's clearly going through something pretty hard right now. And so, you know, probably should pray for Shia and, you know, he should, you know, process this probably out of the public. But in a way, I'm glad he gave the interview because it's really touching in many, many ways. He goes off on all sorts of other questions. He's asked about homosexuality. He talks about Martin Luther. It's a lot. But I love this interview, and I love his response. First of all, his answer is totally right. What would you say if you met Jesus? He said, I'd say nothing. I'd kiss him. What would you do? You'd adore God.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you would. Of course you would do that. That's what you should do anyway. He says, I'm a real one. He's not saying I'm perfect. He's not saying I'm holier than thou. Certainly not. The whole time he's speaking in the context of what a sinner he is, all the ways he's screwed up his life. But
interesting.
We all listen to, I don't know, I certainly listen to a lot of apologists, theologians, people speaking, especially from an intellectual perspective about God and Christ and the truth of Christianity, and I find it very, very edifying. And that can have great apologetics effects, great evangelical effects. Shia LaBeouf's answer in that 1-minute clip might have even more stronger evangelical force than like every modern apologist. It just resonates with people because even if you've not been exactly at the place Shia LaBeouf was, we've all been to some version of it, some proximity to despair.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was saying.
We all have the longing for God because we're human beings, and it was great. Shia LaBeouf is
Shia
for all of his flaws, because of all of his flaws. He is a very, very powerful evangelist.
Yeah. Michael Knowles is right about that. It's the imperfect people, it's the sinners that, God brings the most out of. Like Paul. Paul wrecked his life, but Paul is the ultimate example that it's not too late for Shia LaBeouf. Same with Peter. Peter, obviously not as bad as Paul, but he denied Jesus, and he turned around and repented. There's two different ways that you can go about betraying Jesus, right? Or denying Jesus, or going against Jesus, right? There's the Peter and Paul way, and there's the Judas route. And we saw that he almost took the Judas route, but he ended up, I wouldn't say he's at the Peter and Paul level. I don't think probably anyone on this earth is, but he's getting there. He's repenting, and from what we can see, he's repenting. So we got to give him credit to where credit for where credit is due, and I think that's good. I think that's good that he understands. He's a person who's very aware of his faults, and that's the first step to repentance. That's the first step to change. So, prayers up for him. But I need to go take my medicine, so I'll be right back. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. No, but I feel like in a way, in a sense, not in the hitting women sense. I feel like in a way, like I can like kind of resonate with Shia LaBeouf because, he, I don't know. For me, ever since becoming a Christian, I feel like I have really been able to grow in my faith in a way. What? Right now? Hold on. My mom's fucking me. But listen, right? I feel like also, since becoming a Christian, I've been able to. Hold on, let me change the scene. I feel like ever since becoming a Christian, I've been able to articulate my thoughts a lot better, and I've become a lot smarter. I've been able, and just watching the great Christian theologians, reading them, and like watching Catholic apologists, I feel like it just made me smarter. Not just that, but also reading. Reading the Bible and understanding the Bible makes you smarter as well, because, I mean, in my opinion, this is my opinion at least, probably because I'm a Christian, but the Bible is literally the greatest piece of literature of all time. But also, I'm extremely biased because I am a Christian, so. But, like, reading Aquinas, dude, is not for the weak. Bro, it's so, I don't understand it half the time, bro. I'll be trying to read Aquinas, and I'm like, yo, what did I just read? I'll have to read like the same sentence like 10 times when it comes to Aquinas.
That was nice. It was a nice clip, and I don't know how anyone of.
See what the comments have to say. Yeah. Oh, and like a lot of the times, me, I know I'm smarter ever since becoming a Christian, but also I feel like I have a lot of insecurities, I noticed. And my biggest insecurity is not being enough or not being smart enough. I don't know if it's because I started a channel. Bro, and a lot of the hate comments I get are from other Christians, right? Like today, bro, this guy commented on my video, and bro, he started commenting on something that I didn't even mention in the video. He started like talking about faith alone. Didn't even mention that in the video. The video was about Catholic arguments, tier list, and people thought that I made the tier list. No, I was just rating the arguments in my opinion. I wasn't making these arguments. Like, these weren't my arguments. Anyways, the dude went straight to ad hominem. I'll show you what he said. You're either lying or don't know the level, the scripture at the level you were speaking with confidence at. I said, like, bro, this guy, why did I like that? Bro, this guy is a chud. Oh my gosh. Like, straight to ad hominem. What the heck? Straight to ad hominem. All I said was, and then my response was like, what did I say? Oh, my response was like, bro, I didn't even say anything about. He said, he was like talking like I rejected Paul's view on we're saved by grace through faith. And a lot of Protestants want to make that assumption at the end alone, and that's just not there.
This interface comes in two versions, the dual core, which is $999, and the quad core for $4.
Por debajo de la mesa acaricia tu dormir. I did not mean to press on that. Okay.
Preach the gospel at all times and when necessary use words. We tend to be suspicious of that advice, but I think the advice is still good.
I do too. I think it's a really important point that actions speak louder than words. And so if you're always...
Aquinas, he speaks of two prophets. He speaks of one prophet as there are prophets who come by word, word of mouth, and they preach the gospel, or not the gospel, but they preach God's word through their words, and then some through their actions. And Jesus did both. But in my opinion, it's my personal favorite about Jesus is that he led by actions like none other. Obviously, he's God. He's perfect. So that's probably why. But, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. And then he speaks of prophets that do both, which is Jesus. Jesus does both. And I feel like nowadays, the best way to initially preach the gospel is by your actions. Then people start asking you about your faith. I feel like in a way you have to build up your credibility. So then people want to listen to you. I just find that to be the most effective way. And it was what I was talking about earlier. So yeah, that guy went to straight ad hominem, and it made me feel insecure, even though I know I didn't even talk about that in the video. And I felt, I don't know. I feel like I feel insecure a lot at times because I don't feel like I'm smart as I want to be, or I don't feel like I'm as knowledgeable on the faith as I want to be. But the reality is, like, I'm not trying to be arrogant. Like, I am, and I work hard to do my research, and I work hard to read my Bible. I work hard to read the Catechism and the ecumenical councils and the church fathers and Aquinas. Like, I work hard on that. I've worked really hard on that and actually understanding it, not just going through it and reading it. And I don't know, it reminded me too, like I guess I'm kind of going through a friendship breakup. It's just like a friendship that I want to move away from. I have two friends that are like, I like at my school, I'm cool with everyone. Like, no one has a problem with me. I'm chill with everyone. I feel like for the most part people love me, and it's my two best friends that treat me like I'm nothing. And it's just that negativity. Like, ever since becoming friends with them, I never had a problem with my confidence. I felt like I was always someone who has loved myself. But ever since I feel like becoming friends with them, dude, like, I just don't feel confident. I don't feel confident in myself. I don't trust myself in a lot of things. When I just should. When I should just, like, trust that I'm that guy.
He's talking about the faith, but you're not living it in any...
Not that I'm perfect, but in the sense that, like, at least I should, like, even if I'm credible on something, or even if I'm, I don't know, just it's with everyone's body dysmorphia, my knowledge, my strength, whatever my strengths may be, I second guess myself because of those friendships, and I realize how come other people treat me better than my friendships? Like, that's not how it should be. So that's personally how I realize, like, okay, I got to move away from this friendship. It's deep stuff. It sucks. But also, you got to move away from people that don't help you grow in your faith or are hurting your faith. Maybe, neutral people. are probably okay. You don't have to cut everyone off when, getting closer with God, but there's some people that you need to, unfortunately, that hurt your faith, and I feel like they were just people that hurt my faith in a negative way, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I just don't want to be a part of that anymore. I just want to give my. I don't want to be like, halfway in or 70, even 95%. I just want to give myself completely, change my surroundings completely, and I feel like that was probably the last step I needed to take to like, I guess no one's technically gonna give themselves to God 100%, but I just want to get somewhere there, man. Like, I just wanted to, as close as possible. Is probably my last step that I've needed to make. So, pray for me that I can go through with it, and because it's hard, not being friends with someone anymore. But I believe that it is the right decision. Dude, it feels like I've been streaming for an eternity. It's almost been 2 hours. I don't know how like people like Joe Rogan can talk to someone for 3 hours, bro. No one's that interesting to me. We get good conversation for 45 minutes. That's probably the max you'll get out of me. Well, I don't know. I also haven't tried to get an extreme amount of time with someone. Like, I think I did 30 minutes with my mom. I wanted to go longer. I felt like we could have gone for 45 minutes to an hour. I feel like I feel like my max without making it boring would be an hour and 20. That'd be the max. Or it would just have to be someone that's like super interesting to me. Oh no. Sorry. The more you pray, the more consequences. Can I get an interesting video that I can just chill to until, let's say, 9:30, and then I'll probably hop up at 9:30. See, but this is something that I want to do. I'm okay with this right here. I'm okay with streaming. I'm okay with streaming like every Friday night. Make videos throughout the week and then stream Friday night. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's definitely what I want to do. I'm definitely okay with that. Yeah. And going back, sorry, but going back to that kind of loss in confidence in a way. What I'm doing right now to recover from that and to feel like myself again is just praying to God and like, God, guide me in a way that, because I just know the way that I'm trying to deal with it right now is okay. I know that the one who will help me regain my confidence in a way that no one else will, in a way that will be perfect for me, the only person who can do that is God. So just trusting that God, hey, God is going to take care of me. God loves me. Understanding that and just trusting that God is going to give me my confidence back. And I feel like the most confident I'll be able to be is just knowing that God has me, that no one else can affect me, no one else can hurt me. God's got me. I feel like that's genuinely the most. That's the most confidence you get. How can you get more confidence in yourself than knowing that God has you, that knowing God is on your side? You know, I used to be a confident person, but I don't know if it was the healthiest confidence. It could have been. I think it was most likely toxic. I wasn't the happiest person, so you know, maybe it was more of an arrogance. And then now with me having a relationship with God, that can be a positive, healthy confidence. That's good for me. And that can transform me, and that can radiate to other people, to where other people can feel that around them in a good way, and they feel uplifted by it rather than brought down by it. So I feel like there's a difference between a good, healthy confidence and arrogance. Brother Sam Shamoon. He doesn't. So what's interesting about Sam Shamoon is that he doesn't have like a formal, from what I could read, from what I read, he doesn't have a formal education. I found that interesting. Punch, bro, punch. Dude, I was scrolling my YouTube, and then like up here it said punch. I was like, yo, punch. This is interesting. I'm into psychology.
There is a tendency that I'm seeing more often in my work as a counselor. It's concerning. It's this tendency of having a very, very little tolerance for how long people are willing to suck at something. You know, a very low.
Bro, that's me. That he's low-key calling me out with that. I noticed. Bro, I didn't give it myself. I still don't. I feel like I still don't give myself enough time to suck at being a YouTuber. Which I do. I probably do suck. I suck at being a YouTuber. And that's okay. You know, it's part of growing. Like, bro, it's okay if it takes me 5 years, dude. It took some YouTubers like 10 years, bro. They started like 15 years ago. They're just now blowing. Like, bro, Trent Horn's been at this for like. He's literally been at this for like 10 years at this point. And he's just like a year and a half ago really got up there as a top apologist.
Tolerance for how long they're willing to kind of struggle and toil and fail in their attempt to attain a certain goal. So I make this video because it's such a concerning predicament, because I want to talk about what I think they're losing when they forego that experience of the toil and struggle and failure. But also, too, I want to talk about why I think it's so easy to perpetuate, and why I so fully understand and empathize with where they're coming from. So first, let's start there. Like looking at this situation, like trying to picture myself as a 15-year-old or something, being told, "Hey, read Catcher in the Rye," and I want you.
Yo, I also feel this way when I'm reading too. Cause bro, reading is hard. I don't care what anyone says. It is hard. Like I can read the books that are given to me at school. I'm not talking about that. But when I read Thomas Aquinas and the Church Fathers and Augustine, bro, like I struggle. Reading those theologians, bro, like the Doctors of the Church, dude, it's hard. Bro, it's hard. And I feel like part of me just expects to like be a pro at it at first. That's not how it's going to be in reality. I'm going to have to struggle through it and grind through it to become a more advanced reader and go and advance as I go on. I'm okay with that. Well, I'm becoming okay with that. I realize maybe I'm not as good as a reader as I thought, but you know what? We're going to struggle through it, we're going to grind through it, and we're going to get better at reading rather than just give up on it and just become better.
You write this 5-paragraph essay on it. I certainly can understand being like, no, guy, why do I want to sit there and read this book, words on a page, boring the piss out of me, and then try to sit here in front of a blank page and write 5 pages worth of material about what I thought on it? Yeah. Kick rocks. ChatGPT's got me. AI exists. Get away from me. I get it. I understand where they're coming from, right? Same thing with sports. Like, why would I want to join this team? Everybody else is already close-knit. They're friends. They've been on this team for 2 years.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about more like the fear of joining or trying something new out of the fact that you're gonna not be good at it at first. I understand where he's coming from. Okay. No, I'm the opposite in the same way. So I tried new things all the time, like YouTubing is one of them, or instruments, or sports, new sports, whatever those may be. And then I realize I'm not perfect at this within 5 minutes of starting this. And I get really frustrated.
They're looking at me like, who's this guy? And I suck. I'm throwing the ball like an absolute idiot, and everybody's looking at me, and I don't like how this makes me feel. Why would I do this when I could just go play video games? This is much more fun. Why am I going to go talk to that girl and try to get a girlfriend when I've got a simulated version of that right here in my pocket, and that'll take care of what I'm looking for, at least for now, at least for this moment. And that's kind of the issue. We are sacrificing a piece of ourselves on the altar of convenience every time we take the counterfeit version, right? I'm going to take counterfeit version. I'm going to take counterfeit version that's going to satiate this feeling right now. And there's major issue with that because we're not even realizing that we're on a steady diet of this counterfeit bullshit because we don't have enough time away from our phones in general to have intentionality, to have deep, insightful thought in our own lives, contemplating, what am I doing? Is this how I want to do things? Not having any perspective on ourselves or our lives because we're just in it piece by piece, moment by moment, eating the counterfeit. And so that's kind of why I'm saying I understand why this is so concerning. And social media exacerbates and kind of facilitates this environment of the perceived, of the aesthetic, of just do the surface level, just shine that surface, just make it presentable, boom.
Yeah, and that happens to me with theology as well. Like, I first started learning about it. No, and then Voice of Reason, actually, was the one who pointed out, like, it's going to be a process, so enjoy it, Enjoy the slow process of learning about God, and there's a beauty in that. There's a beauty in learning about God slowly, and it's a process, and you it's something that you need to enjoy, because it's going to take a long time. You're not going to be a pro at it within 3 days, It's something you're going to have to build up and grow in.
Just fix it, quick fix, all about the looks. That is why I get the concern and I empathize with it. But I don't think we put so much thought into how deeply detrimental it is to us. I don't have a good word for or understanding of exactly what it is we're leaving behind. Maybe you do. What we're leaving behind when we forego that time of toil and struggle. But it's like, when you read that book and you're bored and you don't know if you can get to it, you're learning something about discipline and how you push yourself and what does motivate you. And what do you really want out of this life? And then
Yeah, I feel like the thing that hurts me as well is like trying new things recently because of my anxiety. Having anxiety is really tough. Um, Especially when it comes to doing something, practicing. You practice so much until you know, you train at something so much until you feel like you're a master at it. And then you get to the event of what you're going to do, no matter how much you prepared. And for me, it's like crippling. Like, I just can't. I can, but it like hinders my performance so much, and it just hinders what I'm capable of so much. And to me, that's honestly really tough. It's tough to deal with, but it's something I've become better at, and it's something that I want to work on to become better at. And it's definitely tough, but once again, that's not something that I think I can fix on my own. I think that's something that needs to be dealt with and needs to be. For me, I need help, and I think that God is the one help that's gonna help me. For me, that's genuinely what I believe. But it's the same guy, the same mustache. I just don't. Maybe he's like. Anyways. That's funny. Yeah, but yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream right here though. How long have we been going for? 2 hours. Listen, I'm happy with that. 2 hours is good for me. 2 hours, I'm all right with that. Yeah, I'm all right with that. 2 hours. Next time we'll go 3 hours and 4 hours on a Friday night. Maybe we'll pull an all-nighter on a Friday. No, I don't want to do that. But yeah, like for real though, it's some serious stuff that I feel like I need to deal with, that I'm wrestling with, and it was a big reason on why. Like for a while, there was like close to a month where I didn't make a single YouTube video because that was some of the stuff that I was dealing with. And I feel like a lot of it too comes from my injuries as well. The injuries that I've had to deal with. I've had 3 surgeries in 3 years. I herniated a disc in my back. Whatever those things may be, I feel like they have. Yeah, I just feel like they've affected me so much. And it's just been tough to recover from them and understand that it's okay. And that it is what it is. But it's okay to fail. I feel like recently I've become I wouldn't say accustomed to failing. Like it's not like I want to fail, but I've come to the understanding that failing is not the end, and there's a beauty in getting yourself back up. And then I've especially realized that there's a beauty in that regrouping being with the help of God. That's the genuinely like very beautiful thing that I've realized recently. And it's just something that I want to meditate on for a while, and and try and help myself. Yeah, but anyways, guys, thank you. I don't think anyone tuned in tonight. That's okay. It's like my second stream. The more subscribers we get, well, we're gonna get those stream views rolling in very soon. And yeah, have people to talk to and things to talk about. So see you guys.